Hello, everybody. Today is Wednesday, June the 3rd, 2015. My name is Michael of Global Effects Club, and this is the daily moving average video. Just before going forward, please do pause the recording and read over our risk disclaimer. All right, I want to jump right into price section. A lot going on, so let's jump right into the swing of things. We're going to be looking at prices from a 4 hour standpoint. I'm going to go ahead and minimize this box for you guys so you guys can see. This is the currency pair, the time frame, and etc. Okay. Um, and interesting developments. We're going to start off first on Kiwi. I feel like this may be leading a lot of pairs. We had a nice breakdown earlier, and as of late, we are really supported by this 20 period moving average on the 4 hour time frame. Okay, if we open up this time frame, we'll see that we are actually below all the key moving averages. Everything remains to the downside. And in my opinion, on the 4 hour time frame, if we break this 20 period and close below, this will open up a further downside. Okay, matching this with Elliott waves. Okay, we'll see in the shorter time. This is a 10-minute chart. In a shorter time frame, um, as long as we stay below 71.48, in my opinion, we're looking at 75.15. All right, and that is below that 4 hour time period that we're looking at. And then if I open up, let me just, I'm trying to fit the box in the chart. Okay, and then if I open this up even more so you can see further back, we have some key trend line support located at 71.15. So I don't rule out a downside move to 75.15, a possible bounce that is then capped by 71.20 about, and then further downside into 70.95 at least in the short term. Okay, that's the preferred moves against 71.50. It's only really back above 71.50 that we could possibly see um, the key resistance. We'll then be looking at key resistance at 71.80. All right, so short term downside 71.15, upside 71.80, 71.70. Just this trend line right here. Okay, so that's the preferred move for the Kiwi. Aussie is playing catch up, but you see the is a little different on the Aussie, right? Because the Aussie is really capped, is it broke all keep moving averages, is really looking for the top side. On the 4 hour time frame, we are capped by the 50-day moving average, and then we see that the 10 period did cross below the 50 period, but on the 4 hour we really need to get back below this 50 period at least, and that's 77.20. Time frame wise, if I just look at the Aussie by itself without the moving average, you do like for a possible measured move. Okay, looking for a measured move down towards 77.45 first. It could even reach 77.03, but again, going back towards this moving averages, needs to get below 77.20 for further downside. Okay, that's about 50 pips lower. And again, we said 77.20. That was the, put you on this chart. Um, a bunch of key charts. Here we go. Okay, let's minimize this again. So again, for the on a 1 hour, we have, again, this is testing trend line support now. So break below, close below, looking for the downside. If it stays above, you're looking at 78.87. If it stays below, we are looking at 77.07 first. All right. Um, Away from that, if we look at the, now the euro dollar and pound dollar are very interesting because we are breaking to the top side a lot above all key moving averages. Top side is actually still preferred. Daily, 4 hour, everything is looking upwards. Okay. Um, by itself with the time, just looking at price action, it is halted right now by the 61.8% fib extension. So I don't rule out a possible pullback. Okay. Commodities look like they are going ahead and are trading above it. So Euro Kiwi, Euro Aussie, those will be preferred if you're looking for to trade that sort of cross. Pound dollar, um, below all key moving averages. Now, interesting that the 50 period is crossing below the 200. That is known as a death cross. So we could see some further downside price action now, and that will go align with what we're saying for the Aussie and the Kiwi so far. Could reach that 150.90 marker. Um, so pretty far distance away for you sterling traders. All right. Um, for the downside, likely. And then dollar CAD, another interesting pair because um, so far we have really held above that 50 period, and as long as we do stay above, we don't rule out another possible high. Okay, another possible high could be in the works on a shorter time period on the 1 hour time frame. We have the trendline resistance, which is not too far away. If the dollar CAD could make an hourly break and close above 124.80, I don't rule out a further possible another high. Until then, this is the preferred count. Looking lower, we do have some bearish momentum divergence, but again, another high could put further divergence on the pair and then look higher on, and this is the 4 hour. 4 hour we still have some support, and not to overlook, but the 76.4% fib at the top side is not too far away, 126.11, and then at 126.11, that goes right in hand with what we're saying for lower levels for the Aussie and Kiwi before another possible bounce. So something of this sort, right? Okay. Higher, and then lower levels later. Okay, that's ideal for the pairs thus far. So keep a close eye on that. If you have any questions or like any pairs covered, please do not hesitate to email us at globalfxclub.com. Jump in the chat room. Also, we do update the charts daily per session, so you can see different setups that we're looking at, and then any particular trades that we do like, we will email you guys out. All right. Also, feel free to Skype us at Global FX Club. All right, guys. Cheers and good luck trading.